Hello again. We are back to camera is already on. We are back to Elder Scrolls Betrayal of Second Era, and it's a new campaign. Sorry, just a second. There's something wrong with my lighting. Let me change quick thing. Not right. Just a second. Alright, looks much better. Right. So again, we are back to Elder Scrolls Betrayal of Second Era, and it's a new campaign. So this campaign I'm going to play as Argonian Archer, and as my first skill I got the bow skill. So we start with 2 level 1 die, which are snipe. They work just like combat die, so they do damage, but you have to be in range to be able to roll them. And when you the difference between this and a normal combat die is that with this you get to ignore 1 damage. One shield on the enemy. So as Argonian, I'm starting with 5 health, 3 stamina, 2 magicka, and 1 combat. And as I said before, I'm starting with bow. Right. I am starting with Morrowind, so this is the way I did it last time too. The region that I finished last time, I'm going to start my first session in. Then I switch between the 2 sessions to another region. That way, the third session will be in another region, and so I can show another end game. But we put this here, we shuffle some stuff up, and we can start. These are skill ones. I already took the. So there are 2 of each. I already took 1 of them out since I'm playing to solo. Only 1 of each is left, except the bow, which I already trained. We have the legendary item and normal item. So, as Argonian, as I already said, you start with 5 health, 3 stamina, 2 magicka, 1 combat, and 2 cooldown. And your abilities are Argonian resistance. Once per battle, when you would be dealt damage, prevent all of that damage. So once per battle, you ignore all the damage from 1 attack. As my class, I chose Archer. Oh, this is on Master side. It should be on Novice side. Right. So in order to upgrade, you need to defeat an enemy that is 6 or more hexes away from you. You have the ability at the start of your turn, if you are in range, deal 2 damage to a targetable enemy for 1 tenacity. Its accuracy, interrupt. When selecting a target, increase your range by 1. Hawkeye, heal for HP equal to the number of enemies within your range. Lethal arrows, roll 2 enemy combat die against a targetable enemy. Roll damage is true damage. That's gonna cost 3 tenacity. For 3 tenacity, the other ability is Hunter's Discipline. Interrupt when a non-quest enemy is deployed. Remove it and deploy a random enemy of the same level to the same hex, then heal for 3 HP. And for 5 tenacity, we have Venom Arrows. Roll 3 status die and apply them to targetable enemies. So I need to set these. So these are the Morrowinds one, and we have a general one. I'm gonna roll a d12. 4, 7, gonna roll a d8, 6, and 6. So the first campaign, I concentrated a lot on like heavy defense and like the two-handed, doing like a ton of damage and mostly stamina. I think at some point I just untrained my whole magicka. Last campaign with the Brethren, I was mostly like concentrated on magicka. I think I had 3 skills, all of them were magicka, were using magicka. This time I'm trying to get a mix. It also depends on what I like, what skill I draw that I can train. So if I can get some magicka and some like a snipe one that I can mix, I'm gonna go that way. Otherwise, if I get a chance to get one hand and shield, so I'm gonna set up the peaceful one as well. Again, there are 10 here. I'm gonna roll a d12. 5. 3. 2. And 1. So, what was I saying? Yeah, if I get a chance to train one hand and shield, I may go with it because the snipe destruction staff and the two-handed are the 4 skills that the game suggests that you start with one of them when you are starting. So if I manage to get it, I may go with it just to show out how it works. If I do get it, I may just randomize the next time. Like my starting skill, I'm just gonna randomize it, which means I just put a badge, there are 3 from it, and choose one of them. It's gonna make it a little weird, but I always find it interesting to randomize the skill and see how it works. But if I don't, it's fine. Next time, whatever character I get, I'm gonna start with 2 hand and shield. That way I can also like explore it better and show how it works. But I'll see how it goes from here. The delve should be here. The delve is not shuffled. I'm just gonna shuffle it whenever we get there. The enemies are already sorted. Put them there. Let's get to the guild. I already played with Eyes of the Queen in Morrowind, so I'm gonna take it out. So from these 8, we have 5 Sigic Order, 2 Fighters Guild, 1 Undaunted. I am going to cheat a little because, as I said, I want to end up somewhere new for the second session. So I'm going to look at the back of it because some of them send you to expansion that don't exist yet. The region that it sent you. So I want to look at so one of them keep you in Morrowind, the other two are two other options that are in different region. I played the endgame of Morrowind and I played the endgame of Cyrodiil, so I want to end up somewhere that is not one of these. So I'm just going to quickly check one of them so that I don't end up on them. Go to the Fighters Guild. Yeah, Elsevier expansion or Hierarch. Hierarch I haven't played, so Fighter Guilds will be fine. Undaunted. Somerset expansion or Black Marsh. Again, Somerset expansion is not in the yet. Sigic Order, Black Marsh or Somerset expansion. So I guess all of them give me a choice to go somewhere that I haven't played. I haven't played the endgame of Black Marsh. I also haven't played the endgame of Hierarch. So it works, I guess. So let's go one by one. Fighters Guild. Session snapshot: capture enemies in combat before destroying special enemies in dungeon. Excavation advances the round counter in the final battle. Alright. Undaunted. Session snapshot. Collect several sky shards over the course of session before retrieving an artifact from a delve. Excavation increase the length of the final delve. And the Sigic Order. Travel to various locations before entering a dungeon. Excavation increase the strength of the final enemy, but that strength can be reduced by collecting tribunal blessings. That is interesting. Undaunted is a typical Undaunted one where you just have to keep doing like delves. So I think I'm gonna do either the Fighters Guild or the Sigic Order one. I think I'm gonna go with Fighters Guild. Capture enemy, I don't know how that's gonna work. Probably the scenario is going to give you way to capture enemies. It's an interesting thought. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Fighters Guild. So, let me first read what the Fighter Guild says. The Fighter Guild trains and organizes mercenary soldiers across Tamriel, regularly taking on contracts that benefit both its pocket and the public. Its large roster is endlessly busy with providing security, hunting monsters, and more. The party focuses on a wide variety of battle-heavy quests. The Guild Town action, Guild Hall Sparring. For your Guild Chaos Town action, spend 1 save XP to train any Combat type skill line from a trainer back. It's not bad. 1 XP. It's not as cheap as it sounds. The Fighters Guild has tasked you with traveling to Narcissus, where you are to meet with a house Lalu noble named Niloni Jiran. I'll get right to business, she says. Some time ago, a high elf terrorist named Imandoril engaged in a highly destructive campaign of arson against some important Lalo homes and administrative structures. He was caught and locked away in Narcissus. But recently, the group he belongs to, a bunch of anarchists called the Painted Eye, has broken him out of prison. We fear further reprisals and would like to track him down before he starts his work. So a starting location is Narcissus. A special setup, set aside quest unit, enraged the Slandber. Quest objective. Defeat number of player times 2 bandit or marauder enemies, recommended by day 6. Each time a bandit or marauder enemy is defeated, log it in your campaign journal. You only need to track the number of enemies defeated, not their name, their level, or name. Ongoing step effects. After deploying enemies either at the start of Clash or when a Delve tile is revealed, you may search the enemy bag and replace any level 1 or 5 enemy with a bandit or marauder enemy of the same level. These replace enemy deploy with plus 2 HP. After deploying enemies at the start of Clash, you may also choose to deploy additional level 1 enemies to unoccupied numbered hexes, and may then replace them with bandit as described. I have to do something after that, or if I just defeat 2, I immediately go to the next. I think I just defeat 2 and immediately go to the next step. I have to defeat 2 bandits or more. But I think we are set up for now. I'm gonna put this here for now. We are in Morrowind, Fighters Guild. And I need to track it here if I defeat a bandit or mod. We go to day 1. We go to Narcissus. Founded long ago by the prophet Velas, Narcissus has carved out a unique path for itself as the capital of House Halal. Known for its beautiful native flora and for one of the most reliable breeds of guar in Morrowind, the city has much to be proud of, although it is recently recovering from an outbreak of the Lodos Plague. Plague-ridden. After each time an adventurer take a town action, they must roll 1d6. On 1 or 3, they gain 2 light fatigue or are dealt 1 true damage. This effect is ignored on day 1. Okay. And the effect doesn't matter. We have 5 common items. and 1 legendary item, 5 trainers, have guild curse action, quest board, town square. Agent of House Halal group. Roll 1d6 and resolve the following result. 1 to 5 decrease the dick track by up to 2 and escape 2 days activate province effect. 6 increase the dick by 1. This is interesting. I don't think it's enough to waste one of my action on it. So what do we have here? Sigic Order Pigs in Blanket. Discard this item, then remove a collective total of up to 4 HP from any pet. Oh, that could be strong, but I don't know if I will get a pet or not. Mighty Chudan Helm. After an enemy engages you, gain 1 over fatigue to deal 1 true damage to that enemy or to all units adjacent to that enemy. Ash Longbow. If your target is 3 or more hexes away, set 1 combat skill die rolled with disengage to 2. That's interesting. Only have 1 combat skill die, and I'm not planning to train it that much anyway. Actually thinking of putting my combat here, because I wasn't planning to train it that much. No, I already started it. Let me take a quick look at it too if I want to change it or not, because I'm definitely not gonna get this much health. There's no point. But I will get this much stamina. I'm thinking if I want 6 stamina or 5, I probably will stop at 5 stamina. So I would have put my combat here. Although if I... The thing is, with a lot of them, you don't roll the combat die. With a snipe, I find that I keep rolling the combat die, so I may train the combat. Yeah, let's keep it as it is. Glyph Frost. Enchant tile in play. All enemies that start their turn on this tile can only move 1 hex during their movement. Discard the enchantment at the end of the battle. Glyph of Hardening. Enchant armor, where armor would be discarded as a result of using the overtouch. Discard this instead. Alliance spell route. Roll a status die and apply the roll die result to a unit inside. Alright. I think I want to get the bow. It is interesting. And if I overtax it, I have unlimited range. With the right situation, I may be able to just fulfill this already. Although I have to defeat the enemy that is 6 or more away. I don't know with just 1 roll if I can defeat it. Yeah, I'm getting this, that's one of my actions. No, do I want the quest or do I want one of these? I like both Deadwick Summoning and One Hand and Shield. Thing is, if I get One Hand and Shield, I probably will go fully stamina again. Not to spend too much time with magic. Can also just get a quest, push getting the training skills a little back. The problem is there is a chance that I never see these again. Well, I guess with Fighter's Guild I can always get this by spending 1 XP. Interesting choice. I like Illusion too. The restoring light is interesting, but I don't. It works much better if you are like playing with multiple player, because just keep like spending some of your stamina some of your magical just to heal one person is not as great. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Daedrix. I didn't get any quest, which I'm fine with, I guess. Alright. We have to check how much the tick change. Increase by 1. We go to day 2. Can just go here. Usually the game suggests that your first thing go to a peaceful one. I should be able to pull off a battle too. Unless it's a delve. If I get to a delve, it can be a problem. I still have my Argonian resistance. I have 3 stamina. I think I should be fine. So, I'm moving 1, 2. We are going to a conflict. Oh, do I want to go here? That way at the end of it, I also get tenacity. But if it's one of those things that says if you're unstable, do this or that, I don't think I can pull it off with the thing that I have. Yeah, I'm just gonna go there. I think that's safe enough. Alright. No trespassing. You wander into the cave for the shelter, but the second of commotion further in the depths has given you cause to investigate. In the shadow ahead, you think you can spy a feminine elven figure ordering some kind of excavation. She seems like the kind of person who doesn't like interruption, so you start to cautiously back away until you accidentally step on a script, which lets out a piteous squeal. By the sound of the aggressive footfalls headed your way, you doubt you can't just apologize and move on. I said that. Alright. So, first option is a delve script cry at morning, diggers takes warning. After the second sky shot is gate, deploy the quest unit in range the slander to the entrance tile, defeating a unit occupying it if needed. If this encounter is successful and you also defeat in range the slander, reset the dig track to 0. Skitter out of there as fast as you can, lest something follows you. Set aside level 5 Kuwama Warrior persistence at the start of your next clash. Add the Kuwama Warrior to the EP and deploy it last. It deploys with plus number of player HP and gains the quest unit skill to restrike, then discard. Second one is giving me 1 experience, but I don't want to do the second one, the Qualma Warrior, because next time I will be facing like 3 level 1 enemies. If I add the Qualma Warrior, it's just... yeah. No. So, I am going to do the Delve. I probably won't manage to get to the Sky Shard. It is what it is, but I think I want to do the first one anyway. Even if I get only 1 Sky Shard, I think it's good enough. That's still 1 experience. That's the thing with going directly to like a clash on second day. If you draw a delve, you're usually not ready enough to take it. Alright. Volcanic Fissure, level 5 enemy, but we only have 2 experience, so it's going to be a level 1 enemy. When we will apply blind status die to 1 enemy on this tile. So it's a 7 hex unit. I'm rolling d6, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. I think I'm gonna put it like this. So it would be 1 level 5 enemy, except that my enemy pool is only 2, so it's going to be a level 1 enemy. It's the Skewer Pup. It has a lot. I can swap it with a bandit if I want to, because of the effect of my quest. But that bandit will be deploying with plus 2 HP. Definitely really don't want to deal with the rot. Yeah, I will do it. So we keep drawing until we see a bandit. It is a bandit already. So it's the Dark Elf Bandit. God, it has 5 health. Plus 2, it becomes 7. Maybe that wasn't that smart. Alright. We have a thing here. And we apply blind status die to the enemy. Oh, I should have deployed before I revealed it. Lava Trap. 2 to 6 to attempt. If successful, for each item in your radius slot that is not weapon, you gain 1 over fatigue or are dealt 2 true damage. You may discard this item before resolving the effect. Actually, it doesn't matter. I don't have any item that is not a weapon. I only have 1 item, and that is a weapon, so that's fine by me. I'm moving 1, 2. I'm rolling these 3. This one I don't need to roll. I can put it to 2 because of this thing, so I just put it to 2. Rolling these two. Of course, it's 2 damage. He doesn't have any shield, so that's 2 damage. The Dark Elf Bandit goes. Rolling 2 attack. No. Rolling 2 attack dice. 1 damage. Actually, I would have moved it here. Because I have to be at least 1 away to be able to do the range attack. That way I can't. I have to move here to be able to attack it. We go to round 2. I'm moving 1, 2. Oh, I should have recovered these. I'm attacking this one. Oh, this one I don't need to roll. I can put it to the number that I would have put this to. That's 3 damage. This one goes again. Moves 1. Moves 2 enemy combat die. 1 damage. Go to round 3. I'm not of this. I recover these. Got this for no reason. I think I will explore. I can't just keep standing here. Melted Armory, 2 level 1 units. When we will, all adventurers must remove all of their weapons from their ready slot, either moving them to their backpack or discard. Five, so second one. And we have a level 1. The skeleton and Zerg. So all advantage. So that I already read. Alarm bells 136 reattempt. If unsuccessful, shuffle all 3 Dark Elf Patrol special delve card into the delve deck. If successful, adventurer may move 1 item in their back to a ready slot. There is also an item. I still haven't moved yet. Bane and Asparagon is nasty. I think I can survive it. I'm gonna move 1, 2. Attack the Dark Elf. 1 damage. I'm going to get a light fatigue to engage again. And oh, I don't have my weapon. I have to roll this. And defeated. I have to add this to my campaign that I defeated a bandit. I'm gonna do it in a second. Add. Enemies go, skeleton moves 1, 2, Spurgon moves 1, 2. They don't have a range. Beginning of my turn, I'm recovering these. Move 1, explode here. Armory 5 and 1 again. We are in the round 4. Either discard, and draw a new one, or you are dealt 2 true damage. I can't take the 2 true damage. I'm gonna discard this, draw a new. Battlefield 5 and 1, reduce the round counter by 1 for each sky shot the party has gained, including this one. Then each adventurer may remove fatigue equal to the current round in the fatigue round. That's really nice. We have 2 level 1s here. The Wisp and Guar. So this comes with 5 health. Sorry, 4 health. With 0 defense. Actually, I would have put it like this. It has decay and ethereal. Decay means at the end of each turn it loses 1 health, and ethereal, if you are not in magical when you attack it, your attack is reduced by. Guar has 3 health, 1 range. It has colossal, which means if it for each attack die that you have trained, it starts with 1 more health, so it starts with 4 health instead of. I have moved 1. I have 3 more movements. I move here, the Spergon can't attack me, but I can't attack anybody either. Spergon should have 4 health. I don't know why I put 2 health. Oh, by the way, there should also be a. I think I just want to move and explore. Maybe I get to a sky shot by exploring and just try to survive. So I have 2 movement left. I'm moving 1, 2, explore here. It's the outpost. It could have been a level 20 enemies, but again, my enemy pool is 2, so it's going to be a level 1 enemy. By the way, when I step here, round counter is reduced by 1. Then I can remove up to 3 fatigue. I only have 1. Up. So we have these three, 4. A second. I don't think it's. No. It's the wolf. Everybody has 4. 2 is rolling 2 attacks. Each adventure may when we will each adventure may discard any number of item or legendary item from the ready slot and draw equal number of items from corresponding deck, placing them into your ready slot. I don't want to lose this, so it doesn't matter. For a sky shard effect, the party may choose to discard this sky shard without gaining it. If it does, the adventurer who triggered this sky shard effect deal 5 true damage to all non-coordinate inside. I think I want to attack the wolf. It's unlikely that I defeat it. But I kind of have to do it. Oh, by the way, there is an. So I'm going to attack the wolf. I'm going to do Hawkeye heal equal to the number of enemies within your range. I can heal up to 3. I can heal only 2 though. And I think I'm announcing that I'm retreating from the delve. It's so annoying because there is already one sky shot tile there, but I don't see myself surviving enough to get it. So yeah, that's it. I'm ending my turn. This one attacks me. 2 damage. This one attacks me. 2 damage. It decays. The wolf attacks me. 2 damage. I use my Argonian resistance to ignore it. This one moves 1, 2. This one moves 1, 2. It doesn't have range on me, so that's it. I'm retreating from the battle. Alright. That's only 1 experience for the one I sky shot that I got. I defeated 1 bandit. This goes back. Alright, do I want to spend this experience on something, or I should have gotten the thing for Daedric summoning? Alright, have to check the dig track, it goes up by 1 again. And we go to day 3. I did not want to rest because I didn't want to drop this. Problem is, with the way I am, I probably have to go to an inaction. See if Ebenhard or Mournhold have an in Ebenhard, Strife in Pag, Argonian Adventurer cannot take inaction, of course. Let's check the wall. Mournhold does have action. Mournhold is an interesting choice. You have 1 extra town action the first time, though. This has to be your first action. Problem is, if I go there, I can't take any action. I'm not Dark Elf, I don't have enough item to do that. I don't have a speech type to drain. And I cannot make a social check. What is in Kraken mode? Kraken mode does have inaction. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Kraken. So we have 5 common item, 1 legendary item. Have 3 trainers. Grilled Hair, discard this item, then gain 1 light fatigue, heal for 2 HP and gain 1 tenacity. Cloud at Krish, discard this item, then Adventurer may heal for collective total of HP equal to your tenacity. Silver Dot, you may discard this item. You may discard any number of items from your ready slot, including this one. For each item discarded, deal 1 damage to an enemy within 3 hexes. If this item is one of the items discarded, all discarded items deal +2 damage. Root Vendor Branch. Next time you would advance health, stamina, or magical, discard this item, then choose a stat cost of 1 fewer XP. And gain stealth stat. I think I want to do an inaction first. That's one of my actions. There's no quest in this town. What I can do is town square action. Each adventurer gain 5 light fatigue. The party gain 1 XP. Gadget and Argonian adventure may gain 5 tenacity. No additional town action can be taken today, and the adventure rest step is skipped. Oh, I haven't read the Kragenmoor thing. The capital of House Therese, Kragenmoor has poor reputation in Ebonheart Patch. Part of the reputation is sheer snobbery. Simple salt-based farming make up a sizable chunk of the city's economy, but part of it is justified, as House Therese is known to skip the pact ban on slavery. If the party ever takes Liberation Town Square action, Kragenmoor will become closed for the rest of the campaign, except for quest-specific reasons. So if I do the Town Square action, it becomes closed for the rest of the campaign. Don't really care that much if it gets closed. Says no additional town action can be taken. Does it mean I could take the inn before that or not? I think I can, I'm not sure. Oh, I just realized I haven't been doing this. Deal 2 damage as a target of 11 enemy at the beginning of your turn. That was my mistake. Probably would have done more during the last delve that I was doing. Alright. I do want to do the town square action. I'm not sure if I was allowed to do the inaction before it or not. I think I could. I think it's mostly because the way it's written, I think it's written in a way that you cannot take the inaction after you take this action. That's why it's written this way. Otherwise, you would have simply written it takes 2 action to do the town square. I'm not sure though. I'm just gonna play safe. Let's say as my next action, I just get a knight. Alright. To shuffle this a little. Drawing this. Check the dig track. Either increase it by 4 or reduce the overland base movement by 3 for the next overland phase. If I reduce it by 3, can I still spend 2, move 2 and get 2 light fatigue or not? I think I can. Maybe the overland movement quickly. So it says the number of additional X's moved cannot exceed the party's base movement rate. Which means if it's 0, I cannot take. I don't know why it's not just written you cannot move. Maybe because of some effect give you let you move a little more. So I guess I'm just gonna increase it by 4. So this goes to 1, this goes to 0. I'm gonna move back here again. I need to get some experience. Not much room to move. One of Morrowind's towering mushroom has fallen from the crest of a hill, falling down to rest at the base. You approach with curiosity. The giant stocks are usually quite hardy, and it's odd to see one felled by the elements. As you draw nearer, however, a short, stout orc jumps out behind the head of the fallen fungus, his eyes red with fury. This is our mushroom, he bellows. The leg of toadstool spewing from his mouth with every syllable. You can't have any. Before you can protest that you never wanted any to begin with, the orc launches himself at you. Oh, I wanted to get this, by the way. Now I draw this. I wanted to get this before I start. Anyway. Add level 5 Orc Marauder to EP and deploy it first. If it's unstable, enemy go before adventurer. It's not unstable. So Orc Marauder goes first. And the enemy pool is 3, so we have 3 level 1 enemies. I have the scrape, so this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and so we have Wood Elf Bandit, 5 health, 1 range, 1 attack, 0 defense. It has dodge, which means for any die that doesn't deal damage to it, it's going to reduce the damage bar. We have a Scrape, 2 attack, 1 defense. It has a recover. With the recover, I think it just heals at the end of its turn. At the start of At the start of this unit's turn, it heals for number of players' HP. So in my case, 1 HP. We have the wall for health, range to attack, 0 defense. It has repose 2, which means if you attack it from adjacent place and don't defeat it, it deals 2 damage back. And we have the Orc Marauder. It has aggressive and steal. 6 health, 1 range, 2 attack, 2 defense. Aggressive means for the first time it rolls blank on a die, it rerolls it, and the steal, it rolls a d6. If the number rolled is higher than your health, you have to discard it. Right. Round 1. At the beginning of my turn, I can attack a targetable enemy. There is no targetable enemy. Going to move 1, 2. Try to open this. I just realized I fit this on side camera. Not. Right. So I need 2 to 4. I have a 4, and I will get 2 light fatigue for those 2. Note. Snowshoe for 1 tenacity move 1 hex, for 2 tenacity move up to 3 hexes. Alright, we go to enemy's turn. This moves 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It should have been discarded. At the beginning of my turn, I can deal 2 damage to a targetable enemy. Oh, I should have also recovered. We are also in round 2. No. No. Right. I'm attacking this. I'm rolling these 2 dice. This one I can put just to 2 from this item that I have. I don't have to roll it. This one I'm rolling. That's 4 damage. That's enough to defeat this one. This is the second bandit defeated, so the quest will also get fulfilled. Oops. We go to enemy's turn. This moves 1, 2. This can't move. This moves 1, 2. I'm recovering these dice. Beginning of my turn, I can do 2 damage to a targetable enemy, but this one has 2 defense, so it doesn't matter. I'm rolling these 3 against the Orc Marauder. This one I don't have to roll, I can put it to 2 from here. In the Orc Marauder. Did I get the 2 tenacity? I think I used this 2 tenacity, I forgot to put it back. I should be at 1 tenacity. So that's 1 damage. I also get to ignore 1 shield plus 2 damage. That's 3 damage, and I'm ignoring 1 shield. So it becomes 2 damage. I'm gonna put it like this. Wolf Marauder goes 1, 2. The script moves 1, 2. Wolf 1, 2. Wolf Marauder attacks me. 3 damage. I'm going to use my Argonian resistance to ignore the 3 damage. Also have to roll for the steal. Oh, come on. Item that still can I choose, or is it always a non-food? So I can just start this one. Alright. I'm recovering these 2. Beginning of my turn, I can do 2 damage to a targetable enemy. I'm gonna do it to the wall. I'm moving 1, rolling these 2 dice. That's 3 damage, ignoring 2 shield. We are in round 3, I think. This one moves 1, rolls 2 attack dice. One damage, but it's aggressive, so it rerolls this as still 1. Then I have to roll for the steal. 2 doesn't steal. Creep moves 1, 2. Wolf moves 1, 2. We go to round 4. Beginning of my turn, I can do 2 damage to a non-adjacent enemy. Wolf is defeated. You would recover these. I want to attack the Orc Marauder. There is no point rolling this. Either this will hit, which goes through the shield. Oh, it goes through 1 shield. Yeah, I have to roll both. So I'm attacking the Orc Marauder. I have to move away from him to be able to attack. Whichever way I move, the script is going to attack me anyway. So let me move here. If I roll badly, if I go here and roll badly, I get a strike. There is no way for me to roll my range die while the orc is next to me. So I would have moved 1, 2. I was here. 1, 2. Then I attach the orc. Okay. Oh, I didn't need to roll this one. Doesn't matter. The orc is defeated. The script goes 2 damage. I'm recovering these 2. I'm moving 1. Rolling these 2. Oh, I didn't need to put this, so I can put this to 2. Because of this, I can just put this to 2, so that's 3 damage, ignoring 1 shield. The script is defeated. Ah. 2 experience, and that's it. So I did defeat another bandit and marauder. I defeated 2 bandits and 1 marauder, which means the first part of the quest is also fulfilled. So let's read what happens then. So I gain 1 more experience, so by the way, I didn't write that experience here. So I was at 3 experience, I go to 5, I get another experience because of the quest, I go to 6, so I have 4 experience to spend. Go to B09. Interrogation of various Painted Eye members you've rounded up hasn't provided a lead on Himandorel's location. But eventually you'll learn that a small enclave of their militia is holed up on the outskirts of Ceylon Mora, in Telwani Peninsula, near a Dwemer ruin where the Painted Eye recently concluded a failed campaign. You resolve to ask those gathered for information on your quarry. But those who take on the sigil of Painted Eye are loyal and they won't give up their comrade easily. Quest objective: travel to Ceylon Mora and initiate a town encounter, recommended by Day 9. At the end of the encounter, you must resolve one of the following options. Discard legendary item equal to the number of players. So that's bribe context. Discard legendary item equal to the number of players times 2. I don't have any. Or succeed as a social check of number of players times 3. If you fail this option, you must select the second option. Confront Painted Eye Remnant. Initiate the following clash. Add number of player level 5 enemy to enemy pool and deploy them first. When deploying enemies, use as many humanoid enemies as possible. So I have to go to Ceylon Mora. Yeah. Okay. So I have 4 experience to spend. I'm going to advance my cooldown track. That's 3 experience. Do I want to get another combat die, or do I just get my Daedric summoning dice? I can just hold on to that one and later just get another bow die. I am going to get a combat die. Alright. Check the overland effect. Increase it by 2. I only have 2 health. Can get 2 health back from here if I ever need it. So I don't mind doing another clash. Here in day 5. So I'm thinking I go here, then I go here. So that would be day 5, day 6. I see if I stay here more or I just go to Sail and Mora and complete that. Yeah, let me do a peaceful encounter. So I'm moving 1, 2. I don't want to discard any of these two rares, so I'm just gonna move 1, 2, and go there. A snare and a snare alike. You hear a shout, and your way is suddenly barred by a squat brethren, hands planted firmly on her hips. Be wary of that past traveler, she says. There's bandit in the area, and I'm testing out some new snare of my own design. She eyes you appraisingly. Maybe you could put in a little elbow grease. Help me set the traps, she suggests. After all, the more effective my traps are, the easier your journey will be. How many traps should we lay? Draw a random enemy of the level of your choice and place it on discard. Persistence. At the start of your next non-quest clash, reduce the calculated EP by the level of the enemies on discard to the minimum of 1. Then take the corresponding penalty according to enemy's level. Level 1, each adventurer gains 1 light fatigue. Level 5, each adventurer gains 2 light fatigue and is dealt 1 true damage. Level 10, each adventurer gains 3 light fatigue and is dealt 2 true damage. Level 20, each adventurer gains 1 over fatigue and 1 light fatigue and rolls a status die and gains the result and loses all tenacity. After the battle, discard this card and return this card to its back. I have 6 experience. At the end of it, I will have 7 experience. If I reduce the enemy pool by 5, I will be facing only 2 level 1 enemies. If I reduce it by 10, it doesn't go to 0, it still goes to 1. The problem is by 10, I'm dealt 2 true damage. Cannot take 2 true damage. I only have 2. Oh, unless I gain 1 experience and I spend it on health, then I will have 6 health. That is a thought. Then I will be facing only level 1 enemy, which I can... deal with. Yeah, I'm gonna go level 10. Alright. I have 1 experience, so I have to track it here. I'm gonna spend that experience on health. So I have now 6 health. I gain that health immediately. So overland effect, it goes up by 2. So excavation goes up by 1. We go to day 6. I'm moving 1, 2, 3. And we have a clash. Wrong side of the law. Since the formation of Ebonheart Pact, Morrowind has seen far fewer bands of ruffians capturing passing travelers for a quick profit. However, these group of criminals still exist and their practices are more illicit and brutal in the wake of Pact's crackdown. Pack of those outlaws ambush you under the cover of darkness as you pass by their headquarters. An abandoned egg mine. In the darkness, you've managed to wriggle out some of your chains, but you'd best get to work on the rest of them before your captors take notice. Can you wriggle out of your remaining chains? Choose one adventurer to be deployed to the Star Hex. They are the captive. On their turn, captives must make a 5-4-3 lockpick check to attempt. If successful, the adventurer is no longer captive. While they are captive, they cannot take move or engage action, and enemies will not target them until round 5 minus number of players. If you are occupying Anchor Egg Mine, enemies deploy with +2 health. Am I? No. And unstable, replace the lockpick check with 6-4-1. Right. Since I'm the only player, I have to deploy here. And because of this effect, I'm dealt 2 true damage and I take 3 light fatigues. Item here. So it will be 7, but minus 10 because of this. So it becomes only, so it's 0, but it cannot go on the lower than 1. So we only have 1. It's the bread and band. Deploys with 4 health. Right. Beginning of my turn, I'm recovering these. So before I can do anything, I have to succeed in this lockpick check. 5, 4, 3. I have a 5 and a 4. I will take 1 light fatigue to make that. Now I can move and engage. I move 1, 2. I will make the lockpick attempt. I probably won't take fatigue for it too. I just try. So we have 1, 2, 3. 1. I need 1 and 3. 1. Calcinium Mace. For each 2 tenacity, you have 1 enemy combat die to disengage. It is light weapon. Right. Now I'm engaging, I'm rolling. These 2 dice with the snipe die. This one, I can put it to 2 instead of rolling it. So that's 3 and 5. I'm also ignoring 1 shield, so this one is defeated. And that's it. Alright, I get 2 experience. This goes to 9. Don't want to go to Salem Mora with 9 experience. Because I can't do any of the other things, I may have to do the battle anyway. And I would rather do the battle with 10 experience instead of 9. Let me see what I have in Salem Mora. Oh, there's no inn in Salem Mora either. As a town square action, I can get 2 tenacity. So how many is the social check? Oh, I need 3 for the social check. Oh, that's good. I have 1 tenacity with town square action. I can just get 2 tenacity more with that. 3 tenacity. Yeah, that's gonna work. Okay. So before I do that, we have to do the overland thingy. Nothing happens. We go to day 7. I'm moving 1, 2, 3, and we are in Salem. A small settlement has popped up near Salemore, a long-standing shrine to Dark Elf Saint Wars. A group of Khajit Bandari nomad has also taken up residence nearby, much to the chagrin of the priest in charge of the shrine. Bandari merchants, at the start of this encounter, each adventurer may draw 1 normal item. Each adventurer that does so must discard 1. I don't mind discarding this one. I think it's worth the gamble. Glyph of Foulness, enchant enemy bag. When enemies deployed from this bag, is deployed with -1 HP. Next time battle ends, discard this. So we have 3 trainers and the quest board. So one of my action, I want to do the town square action. Pay homage, gain 2 tenacity. Dark Elf gain 3 tenacity. I'm not Dark Elf, so I just gain 2 tenacity. So that's pay homage. Now, do I want to train one of these or do I want to get a quest? It's kind of late for the quest. But I don't want any of those anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna get a quest. Seize them. This city guard asks you to round up criminals who have been stealing small livestock in the area. All adventurers gain a new temporary class ability. For 3 tenacity, apprehend, remove an adjacent non-quest humanoid enemy at 1 HP and place it on discard. This does not count as defeating it. During the next town encounter, in which there is at least 1 enemy on this card, complete this quest, gain 1 XP during today's reward phase, along with the following reward based on the number of enemies on this card. Item gained from this reward may be placed in any adventure inventory, then return all the enemy on this card to their enemy bag. 1 or 2, draw 1 legendary item. 1 adventurer may take 1 additional town action. 2 or 4, draw 2 legendary item. 2 adventurer may take 1 additional town action. 5 or 6, draw 2 legendary item. 3 adventurer take additional action. And more than 7, 3 legendary item. 4 adventurer may take 1 additional action. The power of teamwork. Somber Wood Elf informs you that she is looking for a new member to join a local group of guardians dedicated to defending the innocent. All members must show me the belief in the power of teamwork, she says. The trees live in harmony and so must we. If number of players is 1 and you have no current companion, level 5 Wood Elf Marauder becomes a companion controlled by the party during your next clash. During the next clash, party member who defeats an enemy cannot defeat another enemy until different party member has defeated an enemy. Enemies that would be defeated instead remain at 1 HP. If this encounter is fail to discard this quest. If this encounter is successful, complete this quest. Each adventurer gains 3 tenacity, gain the keyword speak for the trees. If you're currently in Valenwood, also gain the word resistance. After completing this quest, set it aside. You may now discard it when in town to give each adventurer a free in-town action if the town has it. If this quest is discarded while the Wood Elf Marauder is in battle, it becomes an enemy. I'm gonna go with Seize Them. This is just too, like... With the Wood Elf, I don't know if I will manage to defeat something or not, then I get a star. I can just lose a battle like that. Although, what is the Wood Elf get defeated? I don't know. I'm just gonna go with this one. Oh, that's my 2 actions. Now I'm in Salem Mora. I can do my quest actions. So quest objective was travel to Salem Mora and initiate a town encounter recommended by Day None. At the end of encounter, you must resolve one of the following options. Bribe contact, discard legendary item equal to the number of player times 2 or succeed at social check, number of player times 3. If you fail this option, you must select the second. I can fulfill this option. I have 3 tenacity. I can do a social check of 3. So that's it. I get 2 experience as a reward, so I go to 4. This goes to 11, and we go to C10. A heavy price was paid, but you have procured Himondril's location, a dormer ring on the island of Wardenfell. Some of the Painted Eye has been suspicious of his liberation effort from the beginning, as the amount of resources the group was able to put into this rescue suggested funding from an outside source. Not long after the prison break, Himondril was spirited away unexpectedly. It seems the Painted Eye's patron was not as interested in autonomous self-governance as the group members were led to believe, instead wanting Himondril for his preternatural abilities with fire. We aren't sure if he went of his own accord or if he was kidnapped. One Painted Eye member tells you sulkily. Our recent setbacks have left us in no state to mount a rescue attempt, but the so-called champion of free people who has him is a traitor to common Tamrielians everywhere. You'd be doing the Painted Eye a service if you foil this person's plan. So much so that in return, we even consider altering our working region to lessen the effect of on house flood. Quest objective: travel to Nuchlefting and initiate the Nuchlefting's dungeon using end of session difficulty EP. Recommended by day 12 and initiate end of the quest. Deploy quest unit in range the Slanderer to Hex A, add number of player HP under each cache chips. Set the ground counter equal to the value of excavation track, minimum of 1. All caches are the canister. Canister are considered to be quest enemies with no max health, a range stat of 4, no combat stat, and no defense stat. They target the strongest player and have the quest unit burn. When canister triggers burn, it triggers number of player times against the same target. If number of undefeated adventure is greater than the number of canister, the canister only move if they can target an opposing unit after move. I have to read that again when I'm setting it up. Let's find the place well. Here. All right. All right. Have 4 experiences. I'm thinking of just increasing my cooldown, but I need to get some dice. I can just keep increasing cooldown and just rolls no die. But getting 4 experience is just harder. Yeah, let me just do my cooldown. And from now on, whatever experience I get, I'm just gonna spend it on dice. I have so few dice, so the 4 dice not gonna do it. Alright, we go to the 8. I do need to do an action. I can't just keep going like this. Oh, let me see what's in there. Even does have an in. I can do the Daven's Watch, but then my first action has to be this battle. I have like 1 health. I wanted to like avoid battle as much as possible. Although I have 11 experience, I can just go there. Because I'm getting 4 companion anyway. Yeah, let me go to Daven's Watch. So I'm moving 1, 2, 3, 4. For the extra move, I have to gain 1 light. Or I can just gain 2 over fatigue, not do this. The thing is, if I manage this, I get like some free items. But I don't see myself surviving it. So let me just get 2 over fatigue, and I'm not gonna do this. Then I have to like log it in my play that I did this, so from now on I don't have to do this anymore. But I'm just gonna remember. So let me read this. Why I got the 2 over fatigue. Watch has continually been put in the firing line of history. The House Endoril stronghold has been under siege multiple times in recent decades and was only saved from Daggerfall Covenant attack from a rampaging Daedra. Despite that, life goes on, largely thanks to the fact that Watch is an important port city in Morrowind's inner sea. Besieged. If this is party's first visit to Watch this campaign, the first town action taken must be the Army of Dead Town Square action. This is considered a free town action. The party may choose to ignore this effect if each adventurer discard 2 items or gain 2 over fatigue. Then log this visit in your campaign journal. That's why I got the 2 over fatigue. Alright. 4 common item, 2 legendary item. For trainers. We have the guild kiosk, the tavern, alchemy, and the town square action. My first action is going to be the in action, so I'm going to heal to full and clear out my cooldown. Don't want to get any of these, although acrobatic could be nice. Can put it here, gain only 5 stamina instead of 6, that's not bad. Let me read this first. Chicken and biscuit, discard this item, heal to full HP. You may only use this if you are at 1 HP. Health Eric, when you would gain any amount of fatigue, you may instead place 1 HP on this pet. Once it has 4 HP, discard it. That's really nice. Expand when you would gain a status effect, ignore it. Gamson Coiled, remove 2 HP from any pet in Adventure's Ready slot. You may trigger any one of your non-enduring class ability without spending it. And when populating shop, you may add 1 legendary item to selection. Alternatively, you may discard this and spend 1 XP to choose item. I think I'm gonna get the elk as my action. So that's 2 of my action. 1 of them was in, the other one I got an item. Alright. End of the thing. It goes up by 1. We go to daytime. I do want to do some clash, get some experience. The problem is if I go there, that is the questing. I don't want to go there. If I come here, it's just too far from everything else. I can't come here, do some clash, then on day 11 go back here, heal up, then move up there. I think that's the best thing I can do now. Yeah, so I'm moving 1, 2, 3. And broken bones. A blood-curdling voice booms out from the depth of the cave you just entered. I'm a feared and renowned necromancer. You've entered my domain. This horde belongs to me and no other. Many have tried to take on my skeleton army, but each one in turn has found too many bones to handle. The words give you pause, but something tells you a force once thought unbreakable may still be overcome. To turn back now would be a betrayal of your potential. Endless skeleton. Set aside level 1 or level 5 skeleton or skeleton mage each time a tile is revealed. When the first level 1 or 5 enemy would be deployed from this bag, deploy this enemy instead on its corresponding side if possible. When this enemy is defeated, set it aside instead on the defeated stack. It may be redeployed this stealth. If this enemy is already in play, when it would deploy a random enemy as normal but with plus number of layer HP. Alright. I'm not in a bad spot. If I manage to survive that with 4 experience, that would be perfect. I end up with 15. Which means next clash that I go, I'm facing 1 level 10, 1 level 5. It's not that bad. Will put me in a good spot. Then next time I just move to somewhere I can heal. On day 11 and I did 12, I just go to out. Melted armory. Archer must remove all their weapons from there. Oh, I had to put the skeleton out. Also the second. Alright. There are 2 level 1s. The first one get deployed has to be the skeleton. The second one deployed. There are a random one with +1 hazard. Many times I this 4. The fact that I don't have my weapon is annoying. I can step here, open the lock, step out here so that I get that weapon back. I think I do that. So I'm gonna move 1. I have to resolve this traps. 1, 3, 6. I have 3 attempts. I have 1 and a 3. I have 2 attempts for a 6. 4. I think 4. The 2 light fatigue, which means that the trap is open and I can get one of my items back. Now I step back again and attack the wolf. I only have 3 dice. It's fine, I still attack the wolf. Oh, this one I didn't have to roll, I can put it to any number. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. The wolf is defeated. The skeleton moves 1, 2. We go to round 2. I'm recovering these dice. Moving 1, 2, 3. Attacking the skeleton. That's 4 damage, ignoring 2 shield. The skeleton is defeated. We go to round 3. Recovering these. Exploring here. That's the corner. When revealed, if no enemies deploy to this tile, each adventurer gain 2 tenacity. I roll a 1, 3 or 4. I did. So we want level 1 enemies, which is going to be the skeleton. Yeah. I'm going to move 1. Sky Shot effect triggers, deploy level 1 or 5 enemy to an occupied hex on this tile. And apply Daze stat. So level 5 unit is Nord Marauder. Since it's not the skeleton mage, it deploys with +1 or +2, +1 health. It starts with 8 health. It has native and rush. Rush means if it can't attack, it moves again. Native for Morrowind. Fumes. After this unit is engaged by an opposing unit, apply blind status strike to the opposing unit. Great. Alright. I'm moving 1, 2. Oops. And just defeat the skeleton. I don't want to attach the Nord Marauder. I don't want to deal with that fume. I think I just explore again. It's risky, but I'm already in round 3. I need to push it a little. Yeah, I'm gonna explore again. Ancestral Tomb. Have a level 1 and a level 5. Level 5 is going to be the Wisp Mother. It has Ethereal Recover, 4 health. Because it's not the Skeleton Mage, it deploys with 1 more health. And Argonian Bandit, 3 health, 1 attack, 1 defense, and Enfeeble. Now I can engage. This one is not in my range. This one also is not in my range. Maybe I should have put it other way around. Because now I don't have range on either of them. Oh, there are also 2 legendary items. I don't know how many moves I made. Did I move 3 or did I move only 2? I was here, I moved 1. I already moved 3. If I could move 1 more, it would have been great. I think I'm gonna attack the North Marauder. This one I don't need to roll, I just put it to 2. Oh. I can just discard this and attack the Wisp Mother. Because then I would have unlimited range. Oh, that's a tough choice. Can I get 5 for the Wisp Mother? This would be 2. The chance of rolling 1 on each of them is high. And this one has 5 and Ethereal, which means that it is reduced. I'm gonna need 6 damage. Yeah, it's not worth it. I'm attacking the... No. Oh, one of them I should have put already here, but now I rolled it. Doesn't matter. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm ignoring 2 shield. Alright. Node goes 1, 2. Rolling 2 attack dice, 1 damage. This mother moves 1. Rolls 3 attack dice. 4 damage. I'm gonna use my Argonian resistance. Skeleton moves 1, 2. Argonian moves 1. Rolls 1 attack die. 2 damage. And enfeeble. We go to round 4. Recovering these. Beginning of my turn, I can do 2 damage to a targetable enemy. I'm gonna do the Argonian. It has 1 shield, it's 1 damage. I'm going to attack the Wisp Mother. So I need to move to attack Wisp Mother. And if I move, I have to give all of these health to the Wisp Mother. Still think I do it. So I'm moving here. I have 2 Sky Shard. Remove all enemies from this tile except the enemy with the highest combat stat. Add the HP of all removed enemy to the enemy remaining. So this is removed. I am going to try to open this. So I need a 3 first, then I need 2, 1, 6. I will make this a 3. I have 1 and 6. I need a 2. 2 more attempt. I will make this a 2. Yeah, I'm not gonna need it now. Alright. So I moved 1, 2, 3. And actually I could move 3 like this. And I'm gonna attack the Wisp Mother. Oops. Oh, I rolled this again. Now I don't know which one I would have put at 2. Let's say I put this at 2. Doesn't matter. So that's 5 damage. Because of Ethereal, it becomes 4. And 1 tenacity. I'm also going to discard this. Gain 1 light fatigue. 2 HP. And 1 tenacity. Alright. This mother goes rolling 3 attack dice. 3 damage. This goes 1, 2. It can't reach me, so it rush 1, 2. Skeleton moves 1, 2. We go to round 5. We're covering these. Beginning of my turn, I can do 2 damage to a targetable enemy. I'm going to explore. Dungeon cache when we will gain 5 tenacity. Oh, that's good. So, gonna roll a d6, 2, so the first one. Level 5 and a level 1. Level 5 is going to be the crocodile, level 1 is going to be wood elf bandit. I'm not gonna give them health, you're gonna see in a second because I'm not gonna engage with them anyway. So, I'm gonna step in here, gain the last sky shot. Make a luck pick check on the top of the. Oh, before I do that, I spend 2 tenacity. For Hawkeye, heal HP equal to the number of enemies within your range, so I heal for 4 HP. Now, then I would have stepped here. Make a luck pick check on the top card of the common item deck. If successful, distribute. If unsuccessful, distribute number of player true damage among adventure and place yourself in an unoccupied hex on the entrance tile. Regardless of success, at the beginning of my turn, I don't know if I already recovered, and I think I already recovered. So it's this. I'm not even gonna attempt. I'm just gonna fail it. Since I fail, I take 1 true damage, and I go on an unoccupied hex on the entrance. And I have to be a sky shot. I'm saying I'm getting out of the dungeon. This goes 1, 2. This goes 1, 2. Rushes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's the end of the depth. Okay. That's for the better thing. This could be annoying if you get it in the middle, but it is as good as it can get when it comes to the last tile that you draw. All right. And this, I don't know what this item is. Oh, this is the one that I was supposed to luck pick. All right. I get 4 experience. This goes to 15. They are all level 1 and 5 enemies. Yeah. I don't mind discarding one of these glyphs to just rest. I think I hold on to it for now. Don't really need to rest right now. So, the 4 experience. I think I need an stamina. And thinking if I get my bow or can just get 3 dead examining die. That is also an idea. Yeah, why not? So I'm going to spend one experience to get deadly kills. I'm gonna spend another experience to get spell summoner. Then I'm going to spend 2 experience. I'm thinking if I just untrain this and then get that way I can keep 1 experience. I'm probably not going to roll this anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna untrain this. Then I'm going to spend 1 experience. Get and I'm just gonna hold on to that 1 experience. Alright, we go. Oh no, first this thing goes up by 1, then we go to date. I think I'm gonna spend where I am. Egg mine? No, eggs mine. So passing by an egg mine when a miner in just a second. You're passing by an egg mine when a miner entices you with a job opportunity. The foreman, grimdark elf with a variety of scars on his form. So I stayed here, I didn't. The foreman, a grimdark elf with a variety of scars on his arm and legs, explained the situation. We've had a lot of problem with marauders snatching our eggs in the night time raids, he says. We've given as good as we've gotten. But I'm bleeding men, and we have a reason to believe the bandits are coming back tonight. If we can supplement our fighting force, I think we can drive them out for good. He offers to pay you a bonus depending on how much inventory you can protect. Place HP equal to the 6 minor number of players under each cache. These are eggs. Enemies treat eggs as opposing unit. When the last HP from egg is lost, it is discarded. Adventurers treat eggs as party member, but can affect them by only by healing them. Eggs cannot exceed their starting HP. If successful, draw 1 normal item for each undefeated egg, giving it to any adventurer. If you're occupying Anchor Egg Mine, treat 1 XP of the encounter reward as bonus XP. Am I? No. So So 6 minus number of players. So each start with 1 HP. Alright, we have 15 experience, so we have a level 10 and a level 5. The level 10 is Ogre, it has aggressive and native, it has 7 health, 3 attack, 2 defense. Yeah, and level 5. It's the skill. Has 5 health, 2 attack, 1 defense, rot, and rush. Let's start here. At the beginning of my turn, this is a targetable enemy. I give it 1 damage. I would have recovered these. I'm going to roll these 2. I can't put this to any number I want. I'm going to put it to 2. And I'm going to roll this. Attacking the skill pop. That's 6 damage. That's enough to defeat. Since I defeated it and it has a rod, I get 1 over fatigue. I'm going to gain 1 light fatigue to engage again. I'm going to switch to Magicka. This is drained, and this I have it at 1. I'm going to deploy Lanfear. Lanfear moves 1, 2, and that's it. Ogre moves 1, rolls 3 attack dice, 3 damage to both. We go to round 2. I'm moving 1, 2. Should have recovered these. I'm attacking the Ogre. This one I can put it to any number I want. I'm putting it to 2. Now I'm attacking the Ogre. That's a lot of tenacity. I gain 2 tenacity, 3 damage, and I can ignore 1 shield, so it becomes 2 damage. I can do the lethal arrow. I think I want to keep the 3 tenacity. Maybe I can pull this off. Let's see. I'm at 5 tenacity. If I roll a tenacity, it's going to go to waste. Let me do the lethal arrow. I'm spending 3 tenacity for lethal arrows. That's 3 damage, and that's all. True damage, so the shield doesn't matter. Clanfier goes 1, 2. Rolls 2 attack dice. I'm gonna tick this down to roll 3 attack dice. That's 4 damage. I'm gonna ignore this and do 3 damage. This guy goes rolling 3 attack dice, attacking the strongest, so it's going to be one of these and my Clanfier. That's 1, 2. It's defeated. Recovering. Switching to this. I'm attacking the ogre. Now that I want the tenacity, I'm not getting it. Can just defeat it. I shouldn't have used my lethal arrow. That was a mistake. I didn't use it. I could have just I would have done the 3 damage right now. I still would have had my 5 tenacity. Next time I would just move to it. Spend 3 tenacity. Can I get tenacity from one of these? No. Spend the 3 tenacity, put it on here. There's no point trying. I'm just going to defeat it. Out. That's the end of this. I get 2 experience. And I draw 4 normal items, I think. Yeah. No, 5. Which means I have discarded one of the items. Let's see what Life about Poultice. As an action on your turn, you may remove a status die applied to an adjacent unit and then gain the same status die yourself. Glyph of Craftsmanship, enchant normal item deck. Whenever an adventurer would draw a top item from the deck after a successful luck check, they may draw 2 and keep 1. Calmon Pork Sausage, discard this item, then flip a non-quest beast type enemy in play to its opposite side. It just adjusts the HP as is printed. Hornet Scabbard, for 1 tenacity, perform additional engage without gaining light fatigue. This engage must be light weapon. Heavy red tincture, until the end of the round you can only take maximum 1 damage each turn. I will keep the tincture. Now, which one of these I want to discard? Probably this one. I don't think I will ever use it. And the rest of it, I just put it in my backpack. I see what. Right. We go to the 11. Didn't manage to get this. It is what it is. I want to go either to Devon's Watch or Vivek City. See what the. I already know what Devon's Watch is. The thing is, I don't really need the inaction anymore. I thought I would need it, but. Not in a bad spot, and actually I have a lot of useless items. I can just discard them to rest. Let me clean up here first. Yeah, let me just discard an item to rest. Then I don't have to do an inaction. I just go do a peaceful one. Then I just move to the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna discard this one to rest. I rest, I remove this and heal one. Oh, I have 3 experience to spend. I've never spent 2 experience to get a level 2 go down. So at level 2, you can either get the acid spray or volley. Volley, you do. Was it 4 damage or 2 damage? 4 damage to adjacent enemies. So the bow one, whenever you are attacking, you have to be not adjacent to them. The volley lets you do damage to adjacent enemies. Then you place yourself 2 to 4 away. Acid spray, you choose 3 enemies within your range. You roll 2d6s, and if you roll 7 or higher, they gain a Bane status. I like both of them. Both have 2 tenacities. I'm gonna get the acids. Right. So for day 11, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, which means I'm getting 1 right. The love of Mother Morrowind. The crowd has gathered in the shade of nearby mushroom. An off-duty hand of Almalexia is regaling those gathered with tales of serving the Lady of Mercy. Each member of Tribunal is vitally important to Morrowind, of course, but Almalexia is the one who concerns herself most intimately with our affairs. The hand, a graceful young elf, explains she offers us guidance and protection, and all we must offer in return is gracious acceptance. You've inspired to donate. During today's reward phase, adventurer may lose any amount of tenacity, gaining 1 bonus HP for every 2 tenacity loss. Any XP gained this way must be spent during today's reward phase. Otherwise, it is lost. If you're on Sijic Order quest, you may acquire 1 Tribunal Blessing. Seek peace and forgiveness with your fellow people. Make a social check, number of player times 4. If successful, treat this encounter's reward as bonus XP. Regardless of success, gain the following. Persistence, next time you draw an overland encounter with a clash option, skip the encounter and proceed to today's reward phase. Each adventure may gain 1 bonus XP. I think I do the first one. If I'm spending 4 tenacity, I might as well get 2 XP out of it. Yeah, I'm doing the first one. I can spend 2 tenacity to get 1 XP. I'm gonna spend 4 tenacity to gain 2 XP, and it is bonus XP, so it doesn't go on the die. I don't like this one. It goes up by 3. Whatever. But this experience, I have to use it this day. I can't keep it for later. I'm going to spend 2 experience to get 1 stamina. End of the day, I think I want to do another recovery. Yeah, I'm going to discard this to another recovery. I'm at full HP. Yeah. We go to day 12. So I'm moving 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to get light fatigue. And we go to the end of the game, end of the questing. So travel to Enclefting and initiate the Enclefting dungeon using end of session difficulty enemy pool. So let me set up the dungeon first. Oh, these should have gone back. I can't fulfill it. Let's put it back. It's almost all of it in. That's as best as I can. So playing an expert difficulty, so for I think it's going to be 19. No, let me double check it. No, 18. It's going to be 18. Then deploy in range Slanderer on hex A. Add number of players to the health. So it would have been 5 health, but it's now 6 health. Yeah. Add HP equal to the number of player under each cache chip. Set the run counter equal to the value of the excavation track, so 3. So there are the cache chips. All cache chips are canister. Canister are considered to be quest enemies with no max health, a range of 4, no combat stat, no defense stat. They target one enemy that is the strongest and have the quest skill unit burn. When canister trigger burns, it triggers number of player times against the same target. If number of undefeated adventure is greater than the number of canister, the canister only move if they can target an opposing unit after moving. Doesn't apply to me. I don't even know what it means. Does it mean the canister move? Yeah, they're considered enemies, so I guess they move. So they have the ability burn. What is burn? After this unit determines its target, the target must choose to lose 1 tenacity, discard 1 item, or deal itself 1 to damage. Have it. Then we add the enemies. So 18 is going to be 1 level 10. Is the Wrath of the Crow. Yeah, it's fine. I wanted to use this glyph before I to the encounter. I would have used this glyph of calmness on the level 1 and 5, so all of them deploy with 1 fewer HP. So level 5, we have a skeleton mage here, and we have colossal 3, Spiragon at 4, 1 more, Red and Bandit at 5. What's the objective? Is the objective defeating her, or is the objective conquer? Oh, eliminate canister. Battle objective is eliminate canister. Okay. Alright. So this guy has 4 health because of the effect of glyph. Has only 3 health. This one has 6 health. This one has 5 health. Because of the glyph, it becomes 4 health. That one has 3 health because of that. It becomes 2 health because of Colossal. It has 2 more, so it becomes 4. And Sparagon has 4, it becomes 3. Sparagon has Bane, we've seen before. This one has a Steal, we've seen before. This one has Divert and Recover. Divert means its last HP can only come off if it only has 1 health left before you engage with it. Recover means at the beginning of its turn it heals 1. Colossally explained. This one has Elusive and Rot. Elusive means if you are not next to it at the beginning of your turn, you cannot deal it any damage. Alright. I think I'm gonna start here. If I stay where I am, these cannot target me for a few turns. Could be helpful. Oh, this cannot. At the beginning of my turn, I'm recovering. I'm attacking the Breton Marauder. Oh, at the beginning of my turn, I do 2 damage to it. It becomes 1. Now I'm attacking it. I can't put this to any number. I'm gonna put this at 2. I'm attacking it with this one. So that's 3 damage, ignoring 1 shield. This is defeat. I want to summon already or not? Is the No, I think I wait a little. So the Slander moves 1, 2. It has a range on me, but it doesn't have sight on me because it is not for sight. It has to be either on a tile I am or next to a tile I am. It's on the neither of them. This one moves 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm moving 1, 2. Should have recovered these. I'm attacking the Slanva. This I don't have to roll. I can put it on any number I want. I'm gonna put it at 2. Now I'm attacking the Slanva. Right. That's 5 damage, ignoring 2 shield. That's just 5. Oh, we are in round 4. I'm going to engage again. Okay, that's nice. Let's get drained. And Clan Fear deploys. I'm attacking the Slammer with Clan Fear. I'm gonna take this down to roll 3 extra attack dice. So I'm rolling 5 attack dice against the Slammer. Alright, this is the... Oh, I forgot to move the canister last. Alright, this one goes rolling 3 attack dice against both of us. 2 damage. This one goes rolling 3 attack dice. 3 damage, so this one is defeated. This one moves 1, gives me pain. This one moves 1, 2. This one moves 1, 2. And burns me. I'm just gonna lose 1 tenacity. This one moves 1, 2. How much range do they have? Oh, it burns me as well. So I just lose 1 health. I don't want to discard any of the items. Yeah, but they can get defeated this way. My Argonian resistances, and I should be. This one moves 1, 2. It's not in 4 range. We go to round 5. Recovering days. I lose 1 health because of. I'm moving 1. I'm attacking this canister. I'm engaging again. Attacking this canister. I'm in range, by the way. I'm engaging again. Attacking this canister. I can just put it to any number I want. It's defeated. I'm using my tincture, so I can lose only maximum 1 health. Maximum 1 health per engage. So this attacks me with 3 attack dice. 3 damage, but 1 because of the tincture. This attacked me with 3 attack dice. I use my Argonian resistance to ignore the damage. This gives me Bane. And this can't get to. And that's the end of the round. Alright. We get 3 experience. And we go to E11. Imandril couldn't be found among the wrecked canister and lifeless bodies. So you can't be sure he. Oh, by the way, the objective was defeat the canister. That's why I just had to survive. That's the end of the battle. So you can't be sure if he's still on the loose or was discarded by the Slanva, the wood elf who was running the operation you interrupted, and managed to slip from the grasp when the fighting was fiercest. However, you soon receive an unsigned letter from the Painted Eye thanking you for your effort and promising to leave House Lalu alone, for the time being anyway. As for what this operation was, it's hard to say just yet. Imandril work was flammable material was being applied to autonomous cannons capable of firing large masses of flaming material over great distance. But to what end remains unclear. It's possible the secret could even be found in clothing itself. Its bowels are extensive and circuitous. And it's possible the Slammer simply disappeared deeper inside. In Session 1, choose one of the following. If this job has boosted your profile in Morrowind, select Morrowind Mage Guild Session 2. If you prefer to seek New Horizon with Guild, select Elsevier Fighters Guild Session 2. The Elsevier is not out yet. If you're fighting to be competitive rather than punitive, select Hierarch Circle of Champion quest for Session 2. This is what I'm going to do because I haven't shown the end game of Hierarch. So I'm going to do the Session 2 in Hierarch, which means the last session is also going to be in Hierarch. So it's going to be Hierarch, Circle of Champion in Session 2. The major keyword is destroy equipment. And 20 XP. And I have 4 XP to spend. With 2 of it, I'm going to get... What is this called? Rapid Fire. So deal 2 damage to your target for each snipe die in your cooldown track prior to disengage. That is this side. If you roll this side, deal 2 damage to your target for each snipe die in your cooldown track prior to disengage, then recover those dice, replacing them with light. Then with the other 2 experience, I'm going to get Tempered Soul. So with this one, after a level 1 or 5 enemy is defeated, you roll this and you get that enemy as your companion. Alright. That was it. That was the end of this session. We ended up with this item and this build. And I'll see you in the next session in Hierarch. So the next Elder Scroll stream is going to be in 3 weeks. And it's going to be again with the Argonian and in Hierarch. with Circle of Champion, and we go from there. I'll be back on Wednesday with the Spirit Island. I think I am going to play a Serpent. I have to check again what I scheduled there, but again, anyway, I'll be there with the Spirit Island, and see you there. Anyway, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you have any comment or question, let me know. I try to get back to you as